Hi, and welcome to this tip of the week. Today, I wanted to go over the timeline editor and get a bit more familiar with it. So I set up a quick little animation here of just a couple parts coming off, and then all of these parts come off at the same time. We can view this if we scroll down a bit. We can see how all of these overlap, and I want to stagger these just as the parts above were. But if you notice, I don't have the frame range to do so. So what we can do is come over here to the bottom right and use the plus button to add 1 second of frames with each press. I can also use the end loop by holding down the right mouse button. And if I scroll over towards the right edge, you'll see I slowly increase the frame range. So we can go in and we can stagger these as needed. And then we can put that end loop back at the end using the right mouse button up on the top of the timeline and scrubbing to where it needs to be. I can now scrub through this entire animation using the left mouse button, clicking and dragging up here at the top. And that looks good. And we have all of this empty space over here now. So now what we can do is come down here to the minus, and we could just keep clicking that until we can't get any more. That'll leave 1 second of empty space over here for us to work with if we need. And if we need to get a bit more precise on these areas, we can actually zoom in, holding Ctrl and using the scroll wheel. And you'll notice this bar at the bottom gets bigger and smaller. So we can then use this bar to navigate left and right to get to the time bar that we need to adjust. Let's make that at a perfect second. There we go. And that's looking good. Now, if you want to change the default time bar length or the default timeline length, you can come up to here, go to Edit, Preferences, Timeline Editor. It'll be right up here at the top where the timeline editor is. Here's your default timeline length at 10 seconds, and the default time bar is 1 second. Change these as you'd like. And that's it. Thank you very much for viewing this tip of the week, and we'll see you in the next video.